Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sedona, Arizona. It's time for Diamondback Gulch. Let's go. Just like most of the other trailheads in the area, the Coconino National Forest gives you a nice map, trail rating, everything. So Diamondback Gulch is considered a loop trail, and it runs from Boynton Pass Road, loops around back down to Forest Service Road 525. Sedona is over here to the east, and this is out in West Sedona. So there's a bunch of trails out here: Outlaw, Ranch Loop, Cliffhanger, Power Line Trail. Some pretty good stuff out here. So they actually rate this as a black diamond. It's a 6-mile loop. Black diamond is considered difficult 4x4 trail. So the trails I've got out here, they rate them easy, moderate, difficult, or extremely difficult. So let's go have a fun day out here on the trail and see what this one's all about. Well, so far, rocky and sandy. I can't say I expected anything different. So far, stock friendly. Should have no issues coming up this stuff. But the trail is really difficult, so I'm sure there's more to come. About to go down this little obstacle downhill, but this is a nice little spot to stop and take in the views. If you use Trails Off-Road, I'm actually running this trail according to the trail guide, and that runs north to south. And I just got to waypoint 6, which is a little rocky decline. There's a little bit of a ledge here, nothing crazy, but I'm gonna go down that and give you a look. know, the one thing that's super cool about the off-roading community is when you see somebody on the side of the trail stopped, you stop and ask them if they're okay. And that's exactly what these folks in the side-by-side just did here. So that was pretty cool. So thanks for doing that. While I wouldn't say this caught me out of the corner of my eye because it's right on the trail, I was like stopping and looking at this stuff. Looks like these sideboards, well, they're aged definitely, but these bottom ones are, look at all those nails. That wood. Think about if you went to go buy that board at a store, what that would cost you these days. I was running some trails up here yesterday in Sedona, and man, it was like 100 degrees. And camping out at night, it got down to probably in the lower 50s. And now it's at least pushing over 90 at this point. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, so I think it's going to be another blazing hot day up here in Sedona. But weather's supposed to move in here, I think, in the next couple days. They're supposed to get some rain up here. So I could tell this trail, when it rains, this thing's probably just a mud hole. There's already some remnants of some rain from probably 5 or 6 days ago. You know, I've seen a lot of Forest Service gates. Sometimes it's just wire, sometimes it's a cattle gate. And if they really don't want you in there, they put up one of these guys. They don't want you in there. So after the corral, you get into some, actually, just, this is becoming a lot more rocky. Yeah, okay, I got a little obstacle here. I'm gonna get out and see what this one's all about. See what we got going on here. Just came down that was nothing. Oh yeah, you could come around this way. Got a couple options here. Yeah, you can come this way, that's super easy. And this isn't hard either. It's just give you a little bit more thrill ride coming through here. I'm gonna try to go down the steepest rock part here, which will be on my passenger's tire. Driver's tire is going down. There we go. Out the back. Ah, piece of cake. This is the hill I just came down. There's supposed to be a couple of really steep hills on this trail. This is the first one. It's got some rocks there up at the top you've got to navigate, but it's not too bad. And then as you come down, then you've got to head up that hill. throws you around a little bit going up that hill. Oh, you hear the engine going up the hill on the diesels. It's just pretty cool. Alright, we got to the top of the first one, and it continues up a little bit more here. Getting rocky, not as big of boulders as the last one. View down into this canyon. Okay, here's the steep hill. Oh yeah. Pretty good little ledge right here. This might give a stock Jeep a little bit of a challenge, but I think you'll still have enough clearance. Slid down that one. This hill is steep. Holy smokes. Very loose rock. I'm just using 4 low. I do not have my locker on at all right now. It might come in handy. I spun a little bit right there. Well, that hill climb was pretty fun. Little adrenaline rush right there. Well, if you were running this south to north, you would have some pretty good scenery. My back was to this scenery the whole way. So you can see the trail kind of back here as it winds down, and then it comes up the hill. Just wrapped up Diamondback Gulch. If you haven't run it, I would recommend it. I would certainly put it in the top tier list of trails out here in Sedona for sure. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I think you should check out this video because I know you'd love that one too.